Hey everyone, uh, it's the Divine High Priestess Blue. Um, now, I've never done a video online of reading. This would be my first, and it's not because I had any fear. It's not that I didn't want to. I just wasn't guided to yet. I live very, very heavily on my intuition. And when I started watching tarot back in 2023, it was all about learning. It was all about learning and just trying to complete the work that I've done already. And now that my work is done, in the cosmos and the book, and the many names of God. But so one of the deck of cards that I have, that I use, is Tarot of the Divine. One of my main decks that I use. For some of you out there, very beautiful. Isn't that just gorgeous? And I love it. I do a lot of moon work. For people that know me and know the rituals and the stuff that I do. I work a lot in the moon. Okay. I'm not much into, and I don't watch the readings for love. I mean, if I find it and it shows up and it comes and finds me, cool. But I don't go looking for love. No. No, it can come find me. And it's so funny too because I've done online dating, and on some of my dating profiles, it has literally been, I've been like, look, I know who I am, I know what I'm looking for, I know what I'll tolerate, I know what I won't tolerate, and I have gotten a lot of really bad responses from it. Tell you what. So online dating is no longer. So it's like somebody is dealing with death. Now this card to me right here, because a lot of my work is dealt with childhood traumas and things like that. I do not do readings on love. I will start doing readings on childhood traumas, okay? So, if my video has found you, there's probably something that you need to work on. So, in this figure right here, we got going on, is we have the little girl, and there's a bed, and behind the curtain is the devil, okay? Now, let's work off the devil. I got my shadow work deck, okay? Now, in this deck that I work with a lot, you have the light and the dark aspects of your shadow. I don't know if you're just starting out or you're just trying to get that little extra thing that you need to help you get through some of your shadow work. There we go. So what are some of the things that you should be working on at this time in your shadow? From that card. Working off the death card. Now that could be the death of the memory. The death of the memory of the childhood trauma that you had. It's possible. Let's pull a card. I need my glasses more. What color is your anger? Now this one, I absolutely love. That's the card that I really love because for the longest time, I became blue because I had a problem with my heart or my throat chakra. Well, my heart and my throat chakra, but now my heart chakra or my blue chakra, my blue chakra is blue, and hence the name blue, because it was something that I really had a hard time controlling, was being able to speak, being able to speak my truth. Okay, so my colors are red and my colors are blue. Okay. Now, I fear red. And for the longest time, I feared my throat chakra. But I always had this huge fear and nightmares as a child of a snake being shoved down my throat or a snake coming up from a toilet. Now, that's my fear. Was my fear. But with all fear, there's healing, right? So let's pull a couple more cards from my Divine deck. My Divine Feminine deck. The Emperor. The Emperor is nobody to be scared of. When you embody all four queens and all four kings, the Emperor no longer will fear you. Not after. You go into the shadow and ask yourself that question, and then you can heal. Okay? Let's pull a Soul's Journey card. Finish this up. Spirit? Spirit, what do we need to be working on at this time? What do we need to be working through this time? Since we got over fear, what do we need to be working on now? Okay, 2 cards just popped right out. No, sorry, 3. All right. So, a part of the process is surrendering to that traumatic event. You got to surrender to it. I can release my need to control. You got to release the need to control. Okay. And empathy. You got to have empathy for yourself and for other people. You know, if you don't have empathy for people, how can you call yourself a healer? I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. You gotta be open. And that's that Allie. And I'll have more videos on the process of Allie. I'm getting on it. I'm working on it. And the next card we have is happiness. Okay? Look at that card. Isn't that beautiful? I used to be fascinated and I loved dolphins. Oh my gosh. I remember one of my usernames back in the day used to be Dolphin Blue. 1. Was that telling me something or what? But happiness. You just want to be happy, right? Don't we just all just want to be happy? We got to do our shadow work in order to be happy. Let's see what card that says. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Okay? All right. Now, ask yourself the question. What color is my anger? What color is my fear? And you can transmute that. I did. I'm blue, and I feared red, and I transmuted it into purple. Which was great because that was my crown. My aura is usually purple when I'm in my Pisces, when I'm being my inner child. Let's pull another card here to work on. In what way is your inner child affecting your life right now? Is there something that you have from your inner child that's affecting your life right now? Think about it. Think about it. Process it. Write it down. Work through it. All right. So, love and light. Love and light. And dark. Love, light, and dark. Bye, everyone.